Well, hello and welcome to Creativerse. This is Tashlan and Charlie the dog and Puddon Anpye the pussycats. I'm a bit distracted because Anpye's just brought me a present. Now, most cats, they bring prey home. Well, Anpye is very environmentally conscious, so he keeps bringing back litter. He brings me sweet wrappers and bits of paper and Pringles packets, and today it's a label off a bag. And as I'm talking, a keeper magically appears. Aha! Gotcha! Yoink! And yes, this is we're on our little server here, and I've been doing a little bit of mining. Quite a bit of mining. Here I went down to the lava layer. Now we're not going to jump because that's suicidal. And I also went this way with some TNT, which is it's a lot of fun. It's just kabloom! I like blowing stuff up. And as you can see, it does uncover nice amounts of resources. So while we're here, we are going to collect up. I deliberately left this. I mean, I could have collected it up, but I deliberately left it just to show you, because a lot of people say, oh, it's so hard to find resources. And it is. If you're digging it by hand, it's quite difficult. But if you use, the TNT, then it blows the blocks up, but just leaves the ore behind. So you don't, all of these blocks that were in here are gone. Out of the world, no more. But if you use an excavator, then not only does it make a big hole, which is nice. I have no idea how we're going to get up there. Let's do this. Yay! But you also get now I could be wrong here, but I think it's 50% of the resources. While we're up here, let's do that. But you do get some of it back, which is nice. It means you're not entirely just obliterating everything. But my primary interest with this was to get ore, and I think in that I pretty much succeeded. And that's it. Let's just see, does it go any deeper? No. Okay, well, we'll leave that to run. We know where it is, and we can come back for it. So yes, I've been on this world. I've done a little bit. I didn't want to do too much because, it's our world. We do this together, don't we? There's a posh, but we do this together, don't we? Yes, indeed. Don't know why. That was my sharing voice. I've done a little bit of work on the rooftop garden. And I've done a little bit of collecting on our little resource patch here, as you can see. Yeah, because diamonds and coal and that growing sound. Playful, I know you probably don't watch my channel, and I don't blame you for not doing it, but if you did, please, can we have a different sound? I don't think I can jump up there, can I? Yes, I can. Because that is so annoying. But here you go. You see, I'm going to show you this. I've done these little garden patches because the last time we only had this, and I've also filled in the whole floor level here. I've used the siltstone wall. Now it's got a different texture, and I will actually just rotate this to show you, which it's a very nice texture, but I find it very busy. I mean, it's lovely to use as an accent or something, but the top part of the texture I actually prefer, and I think it looks really nice as a floor. So that's what I did. I did it as a floor. And we will come and harvest all these crops. And then I kind of thought that this area I could bring in. What I was thinking is for each plot to have a processor. So a processor here, and a processor here, and a processor here, rather than having just a row of 4 or 3. But I want 4 processors. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just have like 2 processors there, 2 there, and that's 4. Well done, Tashlan, you can count. It took my brain a couple of seconds to go, and that's 4, yes. Well done, holding up my hand that nobody can see. And then what I'll do over here is have a couple of cooking stations so we can make food. And then here we can maybe make up, probably we'll put it over here because this is going to be like an entrance way that we kind of decided, didn't we? So put like over here, maybe a little picnic area, and use placemats so we can put food up there and all that kind of thing. I think it'll look quite pretty. Not very functional, but quite pretty. And then we'll just have a stairway coming down here. I'm thinking of making it glass stairs, just so that we don't obscure this. I think that would look quite nice. But just have like a glass stairway coming down here. And I'm also thinking of just putting glass slabs around the edge here. Maybe do it 1 or 2 high, because you don't want people falling off the edge of your roof. But that's as much as I really want to do there. So I've got this, my stairwell here working. La 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 la. So what I want to do is let's work on getting the glass slabs. And now we'll need to grab some glass. And my forges have been working overtime, and you can see I've got some extra forges, and I'm going to make some more processors as well. And these have been working overtime doing slabs for me. These have been working overtime doing all the stuff that I've needed. So I've done a lot of resource gathering rather than building, because I like to build when you're watching. I think it's more fun if we're building together. So, oops. We will do... I remembered the shift click. I did, eventually. We'll do a few of those. And I think that it is with the glass slabs that once you've got that, you can make stairs. I don't know if you process them or what. I haven't done it for these, but let's just see. Glass stairs are ready to unlock, so I got that bit right. So let's have a look at glass. And oh no, we just make it. So there we go. So let's go up, let that process, and we'll go up. And that makes me feel so dizzy. And we'll come down here. We're also going to need these, so we'll put that there and put that there. because we will need to put glass there, and then glass there, and then there. Oh, that's almost like Wonder Woman's invisible plane. I like it. I like it a lot. And I think I've got just enough left of those to frame that up. Yes! That looks spiffing. Uh-huh. So we're definitely going to put, I think, maybe two glass slabs there, because we do want to have, we want security, so we want to be able to put, I'm kind of thinking, I'm thinking obsidian gates would go well here. So let's have a look at obsidian. Have we unlocked? We have. So it's craft 1 and 2. The only bugbear I've got with the gates is that when you open them, it does leave this. You can walk through it, but it's a visible artifact. That bothers me slightly, but that will keep, once we've got the slabs up here, we'll keep critters out. But it still sort of leaves this looking like a rooftop garden. I also want to craft some medieval chests, because I think that they will look nice. Here we go. Can I craft them? Yeah. And the other thing I said was I wanted some processes. What do I need to... So I need cragwood, stone, and vines. That's not going to be a problem. So let's plop down here. And we will go along here. We will yoink some cragwood. Looks like I'm going to have to go take down some trees again. Stone. Stone's more of a problem than I thought. We'll... Huh. And vines. Vines would be here. Okay, so... Yep, don't have stone. Okay, well let's shoot off quickly to... I like doing that. Serves no purpose whatsoever, but... Let's go grab ourselves some stone. It's not like we're having no stone shortage or anything. But we need to make sure that it's stone we're grabbing. Oh look, more coal. La da 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 ba da 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 ba da da da. The tune of the processor. It kind of puts me in mind of I was working as a temp at the hospital, and it was a trust, and we were busy doing a full-on investigation of practices of the various hospitals in the region. So that meant collecting an awful lot of information, and with the collecting of that awful lot of information, it also meant that there was somebody who had to send off copies in triplicate to all the various people who needed these triplicate copies for some unknown reason. And so it was left to me as a temp. You know, temps get all of the jobs that nobody else wants, and that's perfectly fine by me. That's what I'm there for. You know, I don't care as long as I get to pay my bills. You're making me do filing. I don't care. And so they had these humongous photocopy machines. I mean, they really were impressive. And so I had all 3 of these machines going at once, photocopying all of this stuff. And just like with the processors, sitting there listening to these things going, because I was just there in case it jammed and to refill the paper. Talk about monkey push button. And they were all making this, and I sit there going, no, there's music in this thing, and I'm going along going, I'm like crazy. And people go, why have you got this funny tune in your head? And I go, oh, it's the music of the photocopiers. Oh dear, I'm not sure, but I think I've long since collected enough stone. Really? I probably had that on me, didn't I? And you probably all saw that. 4 processes was what I wanted. Well, let's craft a few more. We can stack them, can't we? Okay, well, we'll teleport back. I keep itching my nose. I've got hay fever, and it just... Hay fever to me, it always feels like you've buried your face in a big ball of fluff. So I'm constantly sort of, you know, brushing my face because it feels like I've got fluff all over it. And it's not. It's just my body's reaction to allergens. It doesn't stop me doing it. Right, where did my little processor go? There you are. Hello. Come here. So we're going to put one here. And one here. I said one here and one here. And then we can do it here. And do it here. Or do we want the chests all together? That's a bit... I don't know, that still works. I might then just put these closer like that. That's just to store the seeds. Do I have any seeds on me, or did I pack them away? Because we'll do some harvesting. I think I put them in here with my farming. Yep. So yes, we will bring these seeds down. I have these ones here. And then I'll bring that up, and this and this. I've got processors in there. Or did I just... I just threw those in there, didn't I? Yes. Okay then. So... let's gather up all of this. How much more wheat have I got? Okay, well let's harvest up all the wheat, as long as I've got seeds for it, because then we can set one of the processors to doing wheat while we harvest something else. Nothing like trying to be efficient here. We're going to be one wheat seed short. Alright, let's make this the wheat processor. And we will go on to, that's turnip seeds, so we will start gathering up and replanting turnips. And yes, 2 of these I planted in, you know, neat orderly little squares, and 1 I planted in rows. It was just, I got bored of squares. We're going to be able to harvest even less of these. Oh, well, that's okay. We finished 2 full plots. So we'll go here. And we will then grind up that. And I'm just going to grab these seeds. And that is so that we can harvest and plant this last one. And then we'll go on to lettuce, and we've definitely got enough to harvest all of the lettuce, no problem. Because eventually I do want to create spawners. There's an awful lot to do on Creativerse, and the nice thing is I know that some people would sort of say, well, they like to be able to be sent on quests, and I would like that. It would be a nice option, I think, but I also like the fact that you don't have to do anything to still enjoy yourself. It's, you know, entirely up to you what you build, where you build it, what you pull down, what aspect of Creativerse you do. Some people it's just solely exploration, killing things, and other people they just want to build. I kind of like doing all of it. May sound silly, but I do. So what we'll do is we'll do that. Now we do 27. No, let me think. Yeah, 3 9s. It's 27 per plot, and this is 21 slots. So we're chopping 42. So every time we just chop 1 full thing, we're chopping more than we need. So, see that maths in my head and everything. We'll put in the seeds, and I'm going to rename this, and we will call this. Let's just call it lettuce. I think I was more precise somewhere else, but we'll just call that lettuce. That'll do me. And now we're on to the horned melons, and we're going to be 3 short on the horned melons, I think. But that's not too bad. So we're definitely doing well with the crops. And then we can spend some time at the cooking stations, making food, and the food becomes important. I mean, it's good for stat boosts, so we can have a look into how all the stat boosts work with the food. And it's also good when you've got pets, and of course pets become then a renewable resource of whatever they drop. So yes, this is a very simple game, but it can have its complexities, and that's brilliant. Okay, so we will chop up that. What was it? Was it turnips that we were short on? Yes, it was. And so we will definitely have to chop up all of those. But we do have enough now to finish this and to fully plant out the next lot of crops. So I don't think that we'd fully done that. So we'll do Click the right thing, Tash. I was like, why didn't that work? Let's consider this, shall we? So we'll rename this to turnips. I think I've been quite scatty with this. This is going to be, I have no idea. Oh yes, wheat. So we will call this wheat, and we'll throw the wheat food in and the wheat seed. And where were we chopping up our melons? Here. So we'll do the rest of those. That's plenty. And we will call this melons. Meons, apparently. Meons and meons of these things. And we can put that in there, but we'll keep the seed because we have just that bit to replant. Okay, so that's our little bit of farming done, and we'll put that away. And we've got some lettuce seed. Oh, it goes in there. Yay! We've got some processors left over. What is it to make a cooking station? Well, whatever it is, we've got it. Nice. So what we'll do over here is we will put that, and I think let's get another medieval chest. Let's get 2. Why skimp ourselves? 1 for each cooking station. And what I'm thinking is we can put raw ingredients. Well, we've got raw ingredients everywhere, haven't we? So we can put like, well, we'll need liquids, so we can put some liquids in. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. But so we've got stuff here to be able to cook with. I'll probably mushrooms that I gather from now on. Do I have? Yeah, that's because we will need mushrooms in there. So yes, nice. So we've got this little. It's gonna be like a little, I don't know, barbecue area kind of thing. So let's see how our glass slabs have gotten on. They should have finished ages ago, in all honesty. I've got a sapling on me that the farming. Why is that in there? Oh, that's me being an idiot again. We'll put that in there. Okay, nice. See, because cooked food like that we can take upstairs. But not at the moment. Yeah, boo. Let's do that. We'll probably need. Come on. Some more. And we'll plop that. And grab that. And get some more of that going. And while we're here, let's get those processors put down over here. Oops. I was a bit enthusiastic with my walking then. There we go. I'm still not entirely convinced I'm going to fill that up all the way. I might, have this kind of gap at least. But I don't know. It's nice to they work as storage anyway, so just when you've got a whole batch of things going, just run along the line and it's all good. Okay, now I'm gonna want the glass slab there and then up my invisible wall. I think in the corners I'm just going to put a block. So we'll have a block there and there in that awkward corner. A block there. I think that'll work. And I probably want the slabs to face outwards. Which I probably didn't do. Nope, I didn't. Oh. Okay. Let's try that again. Get them to do that. And have that there. I mean, I know I have a gaping hole in my security in as much as they can walk in that way. But we are slowly closing this off from the critters. I'm not entirely sure if we shouldn't, oops, put something on top of the glass slabs. I mean, just so we know they're there. Because, well, from this angle you can see them. But when you're really close up, oh, now I can see them. I couldn't see them when I placed them. Interesting. Okay, maybe it's to do with sunlight. I don't know. Yes, I'll always do it the hard way first. Not sure how I managed to get up like that without jumping, but that was interesting. Oops. Okay. Ha! I rotated it the right way the first time. Okay. I'm in full concentration mode here, in case you haven't noticed. Like, okay. I want to make at least one full revolution before deciding if we're going to, because I think it would actually look quite nice. Up, 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 up. Huh. Yeah, rotation and stuff. Oh, come on. Really? Okay. Let's try this again. Okay. I don't think I've got enough glass slabs on me. Oh, yes I do. Once around. Because I kind of think that obsidian slabs, and do I have any of the obsidian floor? A whopping great one. I don't need that many. But if I'm gonna try it, because we can always undo it if we don't like it. I just think it'll add something. What am I doing? I don't know. Come on. No! Okay, so we'll just do that. So I'm trying to decide if we want the obsidian on the top like that, or to put obsidian underneath, then the glass, and then obsidian. And I like it just being too high like this. And it almost looks as though the light is, it's almost, trying to spit the word out, sort of greenhousey, that we're trying to just maximize whatever sunlight is here for the plants. So it's got an open air type feel. I don't know, I could be, I just don't want it to be too high and give a really hemmed in feeling. This to me, words. It's got structure without feeling too enclosed. It's like, you know, we're safe. But it's still open and airy. And you see, I'm a very what's the word? I'll need to go and I'm not really short of obsidian. Let's go chop some more obsidian. Yes, I know I could use those processes, but I kind of like the fact that they're set up now, just storing the right amount of seeds for harvest. There's method in my madness, and madness in my method. We're not going to need too many, so we'll just do one processor full, I think. And then pretty much that's going to be that upstairs done. So we need to turn our thoughts while that's chopping. We'll sort of look at this next area. Now this is going to be where we're going to put our teleporters, and it is quite a large area, and I want it to be that way because there's a lot of biomes, and it's not just a question of teleporting from one biome to another or from one base to another, but there's also there's different layers as well. So, you know, you want to teleport to the corruption layer, all this sort of thing. So there's quite a lot of uses for teleporters, and I think the more space that we allow, the better. Again, you know, sort of looking within the landscape, because I mean this here was just an experiment, and it's temporary and is coming down, so this is not going to be the highest structure here. At the moment, this is the tallest structure in the landscape, and if we jog along here and have a look at it, I should have looked at this. Yeah, I really like how that sort of obsidian column comes up there, and yeah, it's sympathetic with the environment, sort of looking, because you're looking at the sort of snow and the darkness of the tree, so that all works. But it also has a very, very nice modern look to it. I'm almost tempted, you know, looking at it from the outside, to replace some of these slabs in here with glass. That might even, I actually think that would look nice, sort of mirroring that up there. That might be one change I will make to that construction. But I want the teleporter area to sort of mimic what we've got going here. So design wise, I think it's going to look pretty much the same, but what we're going to do with the interior will look a fair bit different, because as I've discovered quite amusingly, is I thought, well, it's a good idea, let's have a teleporter here and one there, it's great, you know, just line them all up. Yes, but when you teleport through, you can't necessarily predict that you're going to, you know, come out facing the way that you think you're going to. And the amount of times that I've gone, oh, where am I? Step, vroom, and I've gone somewhere else. It's like, okay, that's not where I wanted to go. But so I think that we definitely need to create little mini chambers for each of the teleportation areas. So that would mean, you know, each teleporter gets its own little square. Is this still grinding? Yes, it does take a while. I don't think we needed that many. Let's see if that was actually enough for us to finish up here. Perhaps not. But let's see. We got 20. So yep, it was enough. Nice. So then here we go. We've got our little upstairs area now. Now it's not finished. This sort of setup pretty much is finished. But you know, here and here we do have all of this space. I mean, obviously we don't want to block off this, so we'll probably leave this quite open. Yeah, I think here would be a nice spot to put, as I say, you know, tables and chairs and make it look a bit picnicky. And we've still got plenty of space to go along, and you know, we can walk along this little area here. And we might have something here. I don't think it's too bad a thing to have that there. I'm toying with, once we start, I'm going to start doing machines as well, is having a sensor here so that when we get here, that'll open up the door for us. And the nice thing with sensors is that you can actually set them up so that critters can't set them off. So yay. So we don't have to keep opening and closing doors, because yeah, lazy. I'll probably do the same here, is set up a sensor. And sensors work way better than pressure plates. And yes, how much more glass do we have? We've used quite a bit. Processed, isn't it? Oh, we've got that. So how much sand? Because I have a feeling. Did I put sand with earth blocks? Yes, I did. Let us do some more. So we'll collect all of that. And we'll do that. That probably will be enough. But while we're here, let's do that. See, I wasn't kidding when I said I've been doing a lot of stuff. Okay, let's not do it all. So let's put the glass in there. Whoops, that missed. Had a little bit of a judder glitch there and placed in the wrong place. Now that was just me being a dirtball. That's actually quite nice. I mean, we did have enough light in here, but no! What was that? said that, and the dog looked at me as if I was going to do it. That reminds me of how I used to be as a child, when my mum used to go, "Oh, what have you done?" I'd be like, "No, it wasn't me." Even if she was just talking about herself. Get out of the way. Oh dear. Guilty conscience and all. Oh! Me and bad aim. And then worse is that I can see that I'm aiming it wrong, and I'm still like la 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 until it goes vroop, and I'm like, what? I'm like, brain, engage a bit faster, please. Alright, let's have a look. Yeah! Do you know that really does work? Quick redesign. And this is why with this it's really nice to observe things from a different angle, because when I was in this I was quite happy with how it looked, and it was only when I sort of stepped outside to get a bit of an outside look at what I was doing that I kind of thought, well, you know, we can do better. And I think this is the big appeal of, you know, sandbox gaming in general, is that you're constantly improving. That's all the glass, isn't it? Oh, we didn't. I stopped in time. I can do it. We nearly made it all the way around, which is kind of frustrating. That's okay. Here are reinforcements. The nice thing with this is I've got a pattern that I can just follow. Yeah, even that, it opens it out. Yeah, I like. And this will be where I lose track of where I put glass in. No, there we go. Yeah, you see that? That really works. So we've got these sort of obsidian like rafters. We've got our little whoosh through skylight. And for now, this is pretty much our storage. It will get more and more and more refined, and we'll probably end up having to take this stairway down into another level. But this is more than adequate for our needs, and pretty much future-proofed for a while too. And up here we have our farming needs taken care of and our cooking needs. So yes. See how lazy I am about opening gates? I jump over it rather than open it. It's like, I wish it was like that in real life. Like, I'm too lazy to open the door. I'll just jump over. As for this, I don't know if I was to keep it as a permanent feature. I don't know. Because what I was thinking is something that I could do sort of along here instead of this, but because, you know, having a structure here isn't necessarily a bad thing, would be to actually do like liquid chambers where you can just line up all your liquids and then you can just pull them out whenever you need them, and then maybe over here have a couple of, you need sort of, I have to check out, it's annoying, I was gonna say I have to check out sort of chunks and that kind of thing, because spawning is definitely based on chunk. And a chunk is a 16 by 16 by 16 cube. But we could definitely look into that, sort of having, so we could have lava, so we'd have the sort of chests spawning and creatures spawning. We could probably bring some snow, and well, we're pretty much in the snow biome, so that would be a bit of a waste. I'm trying to think. Peak stones, so we could get Rambos. There is that as a possibility. So this, if we're thinking of creating this area as a resource center, transport and resource center, then that's not a bad thing. So yes, I would probably have this then as liquids across here, spawners over here, and I don't know, we could even possibly go further back into the landscape then and create this sort of fountain, resource fountain thing. And I see you, teasy keeper. Well, I did see you. Come here. Oop. Oop. Something's going horribly wrong all of a sudden. Okay. So there's lots of future plans. I think that the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to work on the teleportation area, which I do believe entails me having to probably grow some ashen wood, because we're going to use this design, so it'll need ashen wood. I'll need to collect some sand for the glass. Let's have a look. How much ashen wood have I got here? Yeah, I definitely need to either go collect or grow, or combination of both. So that's my homework. It's nice that I give myself homework, don't you think? And then next time we will start building the teleportation. And I think that once we've done the teleportation is we're going to start building a few teleporters, and then I'm just going to do the whole map thing. Let's start exploring, because we've done a fair bit of exploring on our map, in all honesty. But let's see if we can't get ourselves a teleporter in at least one of each of all the major biomes, so that if we want to collect certain resources for certain buildings and that kind of thing, we can do. And then think about what other sort of bases we'd like to do. I mean, I kind of... I've got a few ideas. I would like to do possibly some sort of underwater base. There's lots and lots of things, and each biome kind of inspires you, I think. Sort of a jungle tree house, things like that. Yeah, because at the moment all we've got is first base, and first base is very basic. And I think that as our little area grows, and we're going to want to expand a little. So that's things to think about. But definitely well run over time again. And it's basically time for me and the hound dog to get ourselves some more exercise, and to be honest, I feel like I need it. I'm just getting all fidgety. Oh, it's a Miru convention. So thank you for sharing this time with me. It's been great fun. I think we've got a lot done, and it's nice to see all the ideas coming into fruition. So from Charlie the dog, Puddon Anpye the Pussycats, and from me, Tashlan. You know, we love you loads. Peace out, peeps.